Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2, and welcome back to Russ Map. There has been a few fixes since the last video where we featured RusMap 2.0. If you remembered when I first featured it, the names were a bit different. So they were all like small English letters. So they were not localized. Apparently there was a bug in the naming. The localization options were gone. So now we can see properly the, the Russian names in Cyrillic and the English names correspondingly, because we have the setting. So now it is a little bit more readable. And there have been a few bug fixes as well along the way. So check out the mods list link in the video description, where you will see RusMap 2.0 Fix 3. That's the entire package, okay? So if you download that, you don't need the original map anymore. That includes the entire map and the fixes. Alright, so check it out. For today, we will be driving from, let me try and read this, Medvedjegorsk to Sortavala in Russia, I believe that is. And I would like to try this road because I haven't been here yet. I'm not sure if this is new, but this road is 86K-13. The map doesn't want me to go through there. I'm not sure why. I might regret it, but we'll do that anyway. And then, by the way, there is an add-on as well. Check out the link in the mods list. That will lead you to a RoX forum thread by Sergey. There's an option to include the St. Petersburg and Viborg improvements from RusMap 1.9. They were overwritten with RusMap 2.0, but now it's back. So if you want those add-ons, you can see how complex the city is. So I think this is coming from the Baltic DLC, and then with some more customizations. I'm not really sure how they've been combined, but I would say it's the best of both worlds, best of all worlds. So check that add-on out. It's also in the same link as in the RusMap 2.0 Fix 3. Okay, enough talking, more driving. Let's do this. First, we'll have to pick up the trailer though. Can't even remember what it is. Thank you for the amazing comments in the previous video, guys. Glad to see that you are enjoying all the stuff that's coming out. Most of it anyway. The MP, the mod spotlights, the new maps and all that stuff. And even the new mods that we've been trying out. This new reshade preset that I recently added to the repertoire of our mods list. John Doe 6's reshade presets. Amazing, amazing look. Let me just reposition here. Now my mirrors seem a bit weird because I can't see from that side. Just a bit weird to me. I don't think that will lead to a nice... Yeah, it's hard because I can't even see from that spot, from that left side mirror. So let's speak out. Let's adjust that properly. That should fit very well. It's a little push. When in Russia, you know the drill. One second, let me just fix the mirrors. That's more like it. Alright, now let us check the route. Let me open my map here. Yeah, that's the route that it's recommending, but actually we can go that way, right? That's going to be longer, probably that's why, but should be more scenic, maybe. I have no idea what to expect. Not even sure if it's like a mountainous road or something. But I'll have you guys as my backup, so I'm not that nervous, just a little. 6 a.m. Perfect time to start the trip. Alright. Man, I'm loving the views here. I have to take a photo here somewhere while we have this beautiful skybox. Maybe I save there. just as a backup. It's too bright. Turn left here. Now I believe I have all of the mods as before. SIP's traffic density should still be enabled. We have Pro mods, we have Russ Map, we have Pro mods, trailer and company pack and all that stuff. So it should be a-okay. And yeah, I believe the traffic density is indeed in place, because these guys are relentless. Relentless. There you go. That's the word. Ah, finally. An opening. Please let me pass. Thank you. Or not. Okay, he did stop. Man, look how beautiful that is, huh? Now that's amazing graphics right there. Love it. That's the place we're in, for sure. I just have no chance of reading that without the English characters. There you go. Medvezhegorsk. Say it with me one more time. Medvezhegorsk. Medvezhegorsk. Something along those lines. Oy, 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 oy. Slow down, what's happening? Ooh, looks like there is a what? Emergency vehicle up ahead? I'm not sure. No, that just looks like an orange van. No idea. But let's go with the flow. It will even out eventually. Hopefully it's not this traffic until the for the entire trip. That will not be a very good trip whatsoever. But yeah, so a couple of things have been happening in the channel if you guys have been staying tuned. But let me summarize it for you. We've been leaning heavily on the trucking world. A couple of new series in place, quote-unquote series. Oh, this is a nice bridge. I think this might be where I want to take a screenshot later. Yes, this will definitely do. With that amazing skybox from Natural Lux. So I recently revived the Trucker for Hire series. If you guys have seen that, a couple of episodes went out last week. Just check out the recent videos in my channel. Trucker for Hire is a series where we don't own any of our trucks, and we kind of do a little bit of immersive roleplay where we are a truck driver. That guy gave up. To heck with this traffic, he says. I'm out of here. So Trucker for Hire is where we play as a truck driver, not a truck operator, not a truck owner. We don't have our own company. We are looking around, going around, and just living like a vagabond, you know, not tied to any place, but we do know how to drive a truck. So we go around different places, different countries, different companies, and we look for jobs and we take them. So we drive with a different truck each time, and we go and actually drive using our trusty old car. Currently it's a Seat Leon. Some of you guys might be familiar with that if you're from Europe. The Seat Leon, pretty economical car. So we drive that around and look for jobs, and once we do find one, we take it and we let the fates roll the dice on which truck we'll be driving. So it's a nice change, you know. It's not like the typical series you would see. There's a little bit of role playing involved, although I don't go full on role play. Maybe I should, huh? But yeah, go and check it out if you haven't already, and let me know if you prefer, if you like to have more of those, because I will for sure do. Okay. Am I headed the right way? I hope so. Man, look at those jaggedness up ahead. That's the problem. That is something I hope they will fix with 1.38 maybe. So in case you missed that, SCS posted a blog about their plans for 2020. They teased us a bit about what's coming up. So there are 2 DLCs that will be coming. One is the Iberia DLC that will introduce Spain finally officially in ETS2, and one is in ATS Idaho. Yeah, so to the east of Washington, I would say, and Oregon maybe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not the best at geography. Man, the scenery here looks lovely, doesn't it? If not for those jagged edges, it would have been perfect. But we can ignore that after some time. We get used to it somehow. But yes, so they announced the DLCs, but in addition, they announced 2 updates that will be coming in shortly. No, maybe not shortly. Let me retract that. Hopefully within the first half of the year, we see one of these updates at least. 1.37, when it comes, it will add Fmod. And don't ask me about the details, but this is supposedly a very comprehensive sound engine. Not engine sound, okay, but sound engine, like the way the sound is produced in the game. It's like graphics engine, sound engine. So how the game, how the simulator processes sounds and compiles them and makes us hear them. So that kind of thing. And I've been reading some forum threads in the SCS forums on what that means and what that entails, shifting to Fmod. And apparently the possibilities are limitless. At least that's how it sounded like. One sec, let me focus on where we exit here. On the left. Looks like a kind of... not really, kind of a dog bone interchange, but not really a dog bone. Kind of like a bow. Like a bow and arrow kind of deal, shape. Very interesting layout. Okay, let's go with that. No car there, hopefully. Thank you. And then we exit here. And this is kind of a U-turn slot / roundabout. Quite unique layout. So yes, Fmod. What does that entail? Fmod will include a lot of new capabilities for sounds, where the sounds will be based where you are. Like if I'm here on the driver's seat, maybe closer to the engine, then I will hear it louder and from a bit of a different more perspective. If I go to the right side or go back or front more, then that sound will change. So it's not flat anymore. It's like 3D in a way, 3D audio. And more stuff, like depending on what surface you're driving on, it can have different sounds, like different tire sounds, maybe different environmental sounds depending on the surroundings. But yes, don't ask me about the details, but just it's going to be an amazing ride for us. Now that does entail a few risks. With Fmod in the game, the capabilities are limitless, we could say. But those are just the capabilities. There is no assurance that the final product will be good. Because unfortunately, SCS, they don't have the best reputation. Wow, that's super contrasty, super bright. Might be because of the preset I have, and Natural Lux not being friendly towards snow. Let's turn off the preset for a bit. That's without the preset. That's with. It is a bit more contrasty, but just look below if it's too much for you, okay? Hopefully it ends after a bit. Ooh, cows. Ain't Russia without cows on the side. Alright, there you go. Man, that is super bright. Sorry about this, guys. Put on your shades. Sunglasses, please. That should feel a bit better. Anyway, so the capabilities for sounds will be limitless, but I'm a bit worried what SCS will come out with because they don't have the best reputation when it comes to sounds. I hate to say it, but yeah, they're not the best at the sound department. They have all the equipment, they have all the technology, I think, but when it comes to mixing the sounds and they coming up with the actual result, it falls a bit short in my opinion and in a lot of other people's opinion. And that's why the market for sound mods are such a huge thing. That's why Krishboom, EVR, Lean, they're very famous guys because they saved us from the lack of quality sounds in the truck department. And sound fixes, of course, by Drive Safely. So all the environmental sounds and stuff. So these mods really improved the... Oh my goodness. Bumpy roads for the win. That's why the GPS didn't recommend us this one. Now we know. And then they have a speed limit of 90 here. Who can go 90 kilometers with this kind of road? Not me, that's for sure. Goodbye suspension. So, I'm not sure how SCS. I'm really hoping that they've learned a lot, and they've been able to. They're able to maximize the F mod capabilities. But we have no assurance about that. One thing that seems clear, and this is not 100%, but a lot of the experts over at the SCS forums are saying this, and I believe this would be the case, unless SCS finds a magic bullet to prevent this from happening. But with Fmod coming in 1.37, everybody's theory is that the existing sound mods will no longer work. Which makes a lot of sense. If you're changing the engine, the sound engine, then the existing way of mixing the sounds will probably not work anymore. That's at least the ongoing theory. If it will really be the case, who knows? But I think it's inevitable, you know. It's Clumsy trucker right there past us. So I think we need to give it a chance, you know. Keep an open mind and don't resist change, don't resist progress, because people are saying no, don't make the mods outdated. But if you don't make the mods outdated, if you're not going to change or improve just for the sake of keeping the mods working, then progress will be stopped. There will be no more room for improvement because we will be tied down. There will be this requirement of making mods fit in, and this would severely limit the technical capabilities of the game, of the sim. So I think it's inevitable that these sound mods will not be working anymore, and maybe most of the truck mods with custom sounds like this Volvo will not work anymore. They'll have to update it, they'll have to make it work with a new engine, and I think that's really how it should be. I mean, we should not limit ourselves just for the sake of compatibility, you know? If the modders are active, if there's enough demand, for sure someone will take the reins, someone will revive the mod even if the modder is no longer active, someone will do something if the mod is that good, and if there's so much demand for it. Yeah? Oh, this is so nice. Proper farm in the middle of the country. The roads here are so scenic, they're so countryside-esque, just feel so relaxing, right? Even though it's so weird what this kind of road is. It's actually two-way, but it's like one of your tires is always on the shoulder because of how skimpy the road is. It's a bit scary. Oh my goodness. Do I risk this being the bridge shot? Nah, I'll wait later for the bridge shot. Even though that looked so nice. Let's slow down here. Okay. But yes, so really looking forward to 1.37, and I am a-okay to drive in vanilla in the meantime, because for sure vanilla will work, otherwise the developers won't update it completely. Like, that is the requirement. Vanilla must work, otherwise the update fails, right? But yes, I'm happy to get rid of my mods in the meantime, give them time to adjust and adjust to the new sound engine for the sake of progress. I'm sure in the long run it will be amazing. Krishboom, EVR, they will find ways of working with that new stuff and all the other modders out there. Hey, there are the cows. And there's the cow with no legs. There's a joke about cows with no legs, but I won't even attempt to say it. I think Jack does it better. I can't, I don't have the talent that Jack and Alex have. Dad joke worthy. I'm not that joke worthy. Just really looking forward to 1.37. And then with 1.38, I think what they said is that they'll improve the graphics even more. So the shift to DX11 happened in 1.36, and that's cool, but there was not really a lot of new functionalities. It was mainly a compatibility. You know, switching from DX9 to DX11 was a lot behind the scenes. It improved performance a lot in terms of multi-threading and stuff like that, but in terms of the image quality, not much has really changed. So with the 1.38, I'm really hoping that's what they mean by it. That's when those changes, or at least some of those changes, will come in, and it will be amazing. I'm really hoping for nice full-blown anti-aliasing. That's the thing that I'm really looking forward to, because yeah, as we saw a while ago, especially with the shadows, they tend to get a bit shimmery, jaggedy, and all the different stuff. Some people are actually very sensitive to that, to the point that they don't want to play the game anymore. It's an absolute game breaker, a deal breaker for them. For me, I'm not such a I'm not so sensitive about it. We actually have a regular here who likes to how do you say, point out my, how do you say, in a very civilized way. We have a regular who likes to point out my my lack of sensitivity about these things. You know, points out my, for lack of a better word, stupidity. So we have a regular who criticizes me on that. I won't say the name, but if you are staying in the comment section, if you have been reading the comments, you probably encountered him or her at one point or another, but I won't go through more details than that. But yeah, everyone is entitled to their own opinions, as long as we keep it respectful. Sometimes it borders that point, but you know, give everyone a chance to voice out what they want to say. Man, I'm loving the combination of snow and green trees here. Just looks so natural. Oh crap! Oh crap! So that's what the speed limit was for. It did say slow down to 40, and I absolutely did not. And my, ouch! The shock absorbers paid the price for it. But anyway, those are the updates that I see that are on the way. I'm really hoping that they come in sooner rather than later, and I can't wait to show them with you guys and explore them together with you. So, going back to the ongoing series, Trucker for Hire is the main one that was revived. But if you've seen, I also started playing MP. Some people are big fans of MP. Ooh, some guy working here. The jackhammer. Ooh, nice little town here. Oh, finally, the road widens. Thank you. That is very much appreciated. My right tires appreciate that very much. Not being smudged and drenched in snow the entire time anymore. Alright, that looks good. couple of folks hanging out. This is RusMap 101. This is the signature of RusMap. Having so many cars outside the side of the roads, people just talking, it just feels so lived in. Really feels like a community where you're passing through like that, yeah. People hanging out and just have their cars parked randomly. It's really quite nice. And that's exactly what I'm looking for when I drive in RusMap. So thanks a lot to Altimeter, Sergey, and all the people involved with the fixes, with the compatibilities, updates, and all that stuff. Thank you basically to our amazing modders. You guys make the game a habitable place. Oop. Slow down. So recently I started playing MP, that's multiplayer, and I have been not the best MPer. I have not been the most enthusiastic about playing MP because you lose access to most of your mods. But recently they tied up with pro mods, so at the very least, even if we don't have sound mods and everything, pro mods is there, so the map is amazing. Especially in the UK, it's an absolute game changer in the UK. So I can drive there again. Maybe that's where we should head next time. We'll see. But yes, it's an amazing feeling. I do these, I think, how many streams have we done? MP. I think we've done 2 streams so far. And we're going to do one soon because I think we'll be hitting 20,000 subscribers soon, guys. Oh, thank you for stopping and knowing that if you did not stop, you were in for one heck of a ride. So we've been looking at the subscriber count. We are very close to 20,000. I think we are, how many? Last time I checked, we were 50 subs away from 20,000. So my dream of 20k subs for 2020 is becoming true soon, if not already. So go check out the subscriber count and let me know if we have reached it. If we haven't, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you might consider subscribing if you're into these kinds of videos. As you can hear, more things to come like this. And if you're the type who doesn't like commentary, you probably have stopped watching a long time ago. But if you're still here, and if you prefer more just the engines, the ambient sounds and everything without the voice, I do have a series called Silent Trucking, where I basically drive everything like this, just without the commentary, you know, so it's much quieter. Some people prefer that, some people prefer this one. Different strokes for different folks, whatever floats your boat, and all the different idioms you can think of. Or, it's not an idiom, it's a figure of speech, rather. That's the one, that's the word I'm looking for, it's a phrase. There we go. Okay, and I think we'll be late. Have a look. Yes, it's going to take us 2 hours more, and we have 1 hour left. We're going to be late because we went through this more scenic route, but the sights are more than worth it. So yes, we'll be doing more MP, and once we hit 20,000 subs, we'll plan for a convoy. The convoy will be on a Saturday for everybody, for a change, so it will not be my usual stream schedule. I'm planning on something Saturday, maybe first week of February. I'm not yet so sure, but that's the tentative date. Saturday evening for me in Singapore, in Asia. So that's Saturday afternoon for those in Europe, and that's Saturday morning for those in the US. So it's Saturday for everybody. No exact dates yet, no exact time yet, but that's the general guideline, okay? We'll be doing a Pro Mods MP Convoy, and if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. Okay? like join the stream or join the convoy itself, everybody is welcome. Just no trolls, please. But from the few hours I've been driving in Pro Mods MP, we've not had many trolls. I think what Jay said was correct. The Pro Mods MP server filters out 99% of the trolls because of the amount of work you need to do in order to get in. First, you have to have most of the map DLCs, and that's expensive. Not everyone has access to all the DLCs. And then you have to go through all the installation instructions for Pro Mods. Not everybody's familiar with that. Not everybody would take the time to do that. Oh my goodness, it's a super white environment. Goodness, let's look up like this. So it's not that bad. Oh, it's as white as in here. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, everybody put on shades. Keep the shades on. Thank goodness it's not as slippery as it looks. Can hardly see the road with how white it is. Super contrasty goodness. Yeah, I think both Natural Lux and my Reshade preset are not the most compatible when it comes to snow. I think I'll have to change it up a bit. Maybe a few adjustments for snow, or remove snow altogether so it's not that bright. If you have suggestions, let me know, okay? Alright. Man, that truck looked like it crashed into that bush. Let's try not to do the same. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's what happened. A big bump on the road. There we go. So yes, Convoy will be a thing. Probably first week of Feb. No assurances yet, but as the days go closer, I'll for sure announce it more officially. Okay? But so far, the mini convoys we've done during the times I've streamed the multiplayer, it has been quite fun and quite a different experience from the usual single player drives. The number one thing I miss most is the AI vehicles. In MP, there are no AI vehicles, but the fact that I get to play with you guys, hang around and just truck together, that's going to more than make up for it. So I can live without AI cars for a stream or two. And I'll be streaming it over on Twitch as always. For me, Twitch has always been a much more amazing streaming platform. Less stream delay, more tools. Not as many people watching though, so I sacrificed that. But I mean, I think it's quality over quantity. If people like to watch, they will find a way to log into Twitch. And if they don't, then that just means they're not as invested into watching in the first place. You know that saying? Let me try and think of that expression because I'll probably mess it up. The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter won't mind. Something like that, right? Some words of wisdom from Clumsy. And no, I will not pretend that that's my own quote. It's a very famous one. But in case it's your first time hearing it. Also, let me know in the comments if I sound a bit different. I finally found a foam for my microphone. A windscreen, I think it's called. A microphone foam to reduce the plosives. Like when I say pa 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 or ba ba, it shouldn't explode over your ears because there's a filter. I've been looking for it for the longest time. It's kind of hard to look for it, find that kind of thing here in Singapore, where not as many YouTubers, not as many podcasters, not as many people who need microphones. But I was looking through over the weekend in Simlim Square. If you guys are familiar with that, if you've been to SG and you're a techie like me, you've probably been there. And I found a store that was more into microphones, and they asked if they had a foam, and apparently they did, just tucked away. Not exactly for the Blue Yeti, my mic, but it kind of fits. And based on what I'm hearing right now in my own ears, it does sound okay, but you let me know as well if it sounds a bit different, okay? And you'll see it during the next stream. It will become a problem later on, I think. It will be, how do you say? One sec, let me just do this turn. You will see it on stream. It does cover my face a little bit more than without, but it shouldn't be that intrusive. It might cover my mouth or something like that, but you should still be able to see most of my face. Oh my goodness, this just looks such an amazing route, huh? I'm happy I took this drive with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the trip. How far do we have to go? 35 kilometers. We are late though, for sure, yeah. And it's an urgent delivery, so we'll probably be losing thousands, if not the entire amount. Man, that sucks, but it was worth the real-life experience. The real-life virtual experience? Maybe we could call it that. We'll see. And probably my last update for this video, Project Japan is out. 0.3.1. And it is now compatible with 1.36. So if you've been waiting for that, then you are lucky. Check out the mods list link in the video description and look for Project Japan under standalone maps. There should be a link there to the SCS forum thread, an exact page, exact post where they posted the update. It's not in page 1 right yet, not yet, because I think Stoketooth has not updated it yet. But yeah, it's in there somewhere, so just check the link. Project Japan is one of those maps that I really enjoy driving in. Really gives you that different feel. Doesn't feel like you're in Europe at all. Really feels like really feels like Japan basically. So they've done an amazing job with it. The mappers, the developers are mostly Japanese. And can't wait to go back. We also have some very Japanese trucks which fit in perfectly there. The Mitsubishi Fuso, the Nissan Big Thumb as well. Yes, you heard me right, Big Thumb. If you haven't seen that stream, go and check it out. 3 hours of Project Japan goodness in 0.3, back in the previous version, in the 1.35 ETS2 version. It's there. But how do you read this place? What is that? That is not the name of the place, but maybe that means city? I have no idea. You guys let me know. Very nice here though. Looks very real. Russian flags and some flags I don't recognize. It's like some kind of coat of arms thing. Maybe you guys know about it. There we go. Okay. This is the place. No, maybe not. I have no I have no inkling of what that says. But we are near our destination. I wonder if it's really possible to survive driving in Russia without knowing how to read the signs. Can you really just rely on the GPS? Maybe up to a point, but it can be a bit deadly, huh? Not only not speaking Russian, not writing Russian. Yeah, I think those combinations might prove quite dangerous. Especially if you find yourself in a road accident or two, or a violation. Well, I have no dreams of driving here in real life anytime soon, but it's nice to be able to drive here virtually. That's the exact purpose of this kind of simulator. So you get to enjoy what the place has to offer without the risks and without the hassles. Ow, 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 ow. Almost there, guys. Hang on tight. Oh, yeah. Where did that come from? Magic hump. Is that a horse? It is a walking horse. Someone lost their horse. Nice long train here. Makes me want to play some more Transport Fever. I love that series. Transport Fever might not be the same in the same wavelength as Truck Sim or Flight Sim even, but I absolutely love that. Makes me think, makes me tap my brain cells and wake them up. And it's all about transport, so it's like driving. Oh yeah, there's another cow there. Actually, lots of cows everywhere. Careful, they might cross the road. So Transport Fever is like driving from the top view. Maybe not. It's more a management kind of thing. More high level. But I am loving those. Creating the actual routes. Making a profitable line. Combining the different kinds of transport to ship goods and transport people. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing game. So go and check out the series if you are in the mood for something new. Just check out my channel. That should all be there. Yep. And if you're looking for some Minecraft, no, that's not my channel. Believe it or not, I do have a Minecraft video or two, but I don't recommend you watch it. It's somewhere buried in the channel. Those were the times when I was still not into simulators. I have not been exposed to the simulation world just yet. Now I can't see the line, but I'm assuming there it is. There's the line. Oh, there it is. That was successful. I'm okay with that. Not the most even parking, but they got it, so fine. What is this trailer I'm carrying anyway? It's a Nappen trailer, and it looks like it's from Norway. Came all the way through. Well, I guess there's still snow, so it's still a bit compatible. Late? How late? Ouch! Goodness. Kind of cut off more than half, almost half rather, of our income and XP. Oh my goodness, that's why I hate these urgent deliveries. I don't have time to enjoy the view. Goodness. Okay. But a trip is a trip. We've done that. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for more and let me know as always in the video, in the comments, what you think and if you have more suggestions. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, like button, comment, share with your friends, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me for the upcoming convoy, right? Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and Clumsy Trucking gang, that's you. Thanks for watching, have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.